Contributions, an online presentation of the FEC's Information Division. This presentation will define the term contribution, review the amount limitations that apply to contributions, and identify sources prohibited from making contributions. The Federal Election Campaign Act and FEC regulations define the term contribution very broadly to include anything of value given for the purpose of influencing a federal election. Examples include monetary donations, the provision of goods or services at less than the normal charge, and certain election-related communications made in coordination with a candidate or party committee. Regardless of the type, all contributions are subject to the limits set forth in this chart. Donors are listed in the left column and recipients across the top. The highlighted limits are adjusted for inflation each election cycle, so they will increase over time. In looking at the contributions chart, you'll note that there are two sets of limits for PACs, one for multi-candidate committees and the other for those that are not. As you can see, multi-candidate committees may contribute more to candidates but less to party committees. To qualify as a multi-candidate PAC, a committee must satisfy three criteria. First, it must have been registered with the FEC for at least 6 months. Second, it must have received contributions from more than 50 contributors. And third, it must have made contributions to at least 5 candidates for federal office. It's important to understand that contributions to candidates are limited on a per-election basis, with the primary and general elections counted separately. As such, a multi-candidate PAC may contribute up to $5,000 to a candidate for his or her primary race and another $5,000 for the general election. If the donor does not designate which election limit a contribution should count against, it's presumed to be for the next election in which the candidate will participate. If the donor would like to retire debts from a past election or contribute toward a future election, written designation would be required. We've talked about the limits on contributions and how they apply. Now let's look at some types of contributions that are flatly prohibited. The first is contributions from corporations and labor organizations. These entities have long been prohibited from using their treasury funds to make contributions in connection with federal elections. They may, however, contribute to independent expenditure-only committees or super PACs. Federal government contractors are also barred from making federal contributions. However, individuals who work for a business that holds a government contract may make personal contributions. Persons who are not U.S. citizens or green card holders are also prohibited from making contributions. Domestic subsidiaries of foreign corporations have been permitted to establish PACs so long as foreign nationals do not participate. Finally, the law prohibits contributions in the name of another, essentially one person reimbursing another person for a contribution. Federal law also prohibits contributions from foreign nationals, national banks, and federally chartered corporations in connection with any U.S. election, federal, state, or local. That concludes our brief overview of the limitations and prohibitions on contributions. For additional information, please consult the Help for Candidates and Committees section of our website, as well as the Federal Election Campaign Act and Commission regulations. The Federal Election Commission is committed to encouraging compliance with the campaign finance laws. In addition to the information we provide on our website, we maintain a toll-free information line you can call for help. We respond within 5 business days to questions sent by email, and we conduct conferences throughout the country, host webinars on a variety of topics, and post e-learning videos like this one on our website and YouTube channel. We encourage you to make use of these resources and look forward to serving you.